Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to DU Nalgonda English online classes in collaboration with ELTA Nalgonda. Today we will discuss the fifth unit of our English textbook. The theme of the lesson is social issues. You know, social issues are prevailing in the society. They are caste system, gender discrimination, child labor, child marriages, neglecting the old people, or some of the social evils that are going on in the society. In the olden days, the people were divided into four classes or four castes. They are Kshatriya, Brahmin, Vaishyas, and Shudra. Do you think all these classes were treated in equal position socially? No. They were ill-treated. Shudras were ill-treated by the rest of the classes. Why do you think caste system is a social evil? Because the people fight among themselves in the name of caste and community. So, caste system is a social evil as well as a hurdle for the development of our country. In this connection, I would like to say a small verse from the Gitanjali written by Rabindranath Tagore, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Into that haven of freedom, my father let my country awake. And in this poem, Rabindranath Tagore expects that all the people should live together and stop fighting so that we will make our earth as a heaven, and my father means the God awake our country towards freedom. You can see the two great people, B.R. Ambedkar and Jyotiba Phule. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution, and Jyotiba Phule were against the caste system. They tried to eradicate the system, so Ambedkar provided reservations for the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and socially backward classes to attain equality. Hence, I request, as the citizens of India, we are expected to live together, forgetting our caste and community, so that we will make our country a heaven of freedom. It is a dream of Vishwakavi Rabindranath Tagore in the poem. Now let us come to our lesson, Storeyed house. Do you know the meaning of storeyed? One roof is called one story. You can see the examples. Here you can see single storeyed house. That means it has only one roof. If there are three roofs, what do you call? Three-storied house. Okay. If there are many roofs are there, such type of buildings are known as multi-storied building. In this lesson, our story moves around the storied house that Bayaji, the protagonist character in our lesson, construct with the money he gets after his retirement by his lifetime earning. He belongs to Mahar caste, a socially backward class in those days, which was ill-treated by the upper caste people, the Patils, in his village. The upper caste people feel jealous and they cannot digest a Mahar constructing a storied house in their locality. They try to destroy the house. The story has a tragic end after a series of incidents. Let us see the first paragraph. The first paragraph is a brief description of the bus journey in which our protagonist character Bayaji travels from his working place to his native village in Maharashtra after getting his retirement. The writer says that the old bus moves with a great difficulty on the hilly road. In the rural area, the buses are generally very old buses. They could not move as fast as the buses on express highways. Here in this paragraph, we can see many figures of speech like similes used by the writer. Here you can see the bus moved as slowly as a sick man. Here the bus is compared with a sick man. The sick man moves very slowly, like that the bus is also moving very slowly. The bus stood like an obstinate bull. Sometimes the bulls cannot move the cart. In this way, the bus is compared with obstinate bull. It entered the village reluctantly like a truant child. Truant child means a child who is very stubborn and firm for not going to school. Here the bus is compared with a truant child. Next, the bus groaned and croaked like a hen about laying eggs. It is also groaning like a hen. And the people or the passengers churned like water in a pitcher. The people were here compared with water in a pitcher. The water moves here and there when we are carrying in the pitcher. Pitcher means a pot. In this way, the writer uses many comparisons. Using this comparison, this type of comparison is called simile. It's a figure of speech or a literary device. And we can also see some of the words in the paragraph that we are going to discuss. Dispensary means a hospital. God damn it is a kind of expression when we are surprised or disappointed. Initial means starting. Initial momentum means starting movement. Clambered means climbed. Jostle, it's not jostle, T silent. Jostle means push. Pitcher means a pot. Here the picture is given to you. Helter skelter means scatter here and there and to move in different directions. Stumble, to walk unsteadily. Obstinate means inflexible. A person who cannot change his mind, that person is called obstinate person. Pans and sundry means the house things, the domestic things, such are things are called pans and sundry. And I will read the first paragraph for you. All of you listen concentratingly how I am reading. There was something really wrong with the state transport bus. It had come with a winding road in the mountain as if with a lifetime effort. The road was now downhill and the yet bus moved as slowly as a sick man walking with the help of another. It reached the plain where the dispensary building was situated and stood still like an obstinate bull. Now the destination was hardly a mile or two away, but the driver was sore and the conductor had no option but to be silent. When they realized that the bus would not move any faster, a couple of passengers exclaimed, "God damn it, for a bloody nuisance." You can see how the bus was moving. The bus was moving very with difficulty in the road. So the driver could not do anything. The passenger also could not do. But the passengers felt very nervous about the situation. They were angry with the conductor and bus driver. But the bus driver and conductor could not do anything because that was old bus and on the hilly road the bus could not move. So the passengers were very angry, but the conductor asked them to push the bus. So some of the passengers, there was no other way, so the bus passengers climbed down and moved or pushed the bus. After getting the initial momentum, the bus started. How the bus started? Reluctantly, as a truant child being dragged to school. A boy does not go to school whenever the mother takes him. He is not ready to go to school. In that situation, the mother takes him by the ear and takes him to school. That is called reluctantly going to the school. So the bus started, and the bus after the momentum, the bus stopped in front of Bujaba Patil's residence. Bujaba Patil is a person who belonged to higher caste, higher community. As it halted means stopped. It gave a big lurch. Lurch means a big bang, and in front of the house, the passengers felt helter skelter. Helter skelter means the bus moved helter skelter like the water in the pitcher. After the bus stopped, the passengers got down, and whenever the bus stopped, you know, all the coolies get there and try to take the luggage. And a coolie asked, "Whose box is it?" The box belongs to Bayaji. Bayaji, I have already told you that Bayaji filled the box with pans and sundry means domestic things and household things, and he was coming from the working place. The coolie hewed and grunted. Hewed and grunted means as the box was heavy, he made a sound like that. So But Bayaji could catch the or hold the box very easily. How? Bayaji packed his entire household things. And you know where was he coming from? He was coming from a dockyard in Maharashtra. He worked in the dockyard. Dockyard means shipyard, where the ships stop and travel. In that, he worked for 2 months, and he got an important position. And he worked as a labor, a hard worker. He was retired, but soon after retirement, he got an extension of 2 years as a supervisor. Otherwise, his total life would be carrying the heavy loads day and night.